It looks like you actually did some work.
Well, I was looking at that sledge you was pulling.
Right. You know, doggone well you haven't been doing anything but laying around all day. Right? Don't you feel a little guilty? Not even a little bit? You gonna come over here and feed these puppies so I don't have to? You don't look interested at all. That's because I'm not. Now go on in there and feed them puppies like a good grandmama. That's wrong, Asha. You have milk. Not today. Your eyes are open. And they are trying to walk. Look at that. I'm walking. I'm walking. Ooh, this is pretty good. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You got this. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I'm Erica, and my family and I breed and raise Cane Corsos on our homestead property. These babies are from our Cayuse and Asha litter, born in June 2020. This is week 2 of our new video series called Watch Me Grow, which is following this litter's milestones from birth until the time they meet their new families. If you haven't already checked out our week 1 video, I highly recommend you click the suggested video banner above. We're going to do our best to chronicle the puppy's development and give you some behind-the-scenes footage that you don't always get to see. This is week 2, and so we have lots of milestones to share with you. But before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the videos we post, especially in this new series. In this video, we'll cover everything from the puppies learning to walk, their eyes and ears opening, and tail docking. And we'll conduct another weigh-in so you can see how the pups are tracking. The second week brings several milestones to our litter. The first and most important milestone is that they have all made it. All the pups have survived and are mobile, demanding, and very hungry. There are no quiet pups in this litter. And at this stage, this is a good thing. In fact, it's a great thing. You want a puppy that is fighting for life and the chance to grow big and strong. Newborn puppies cannot support their weight for the first week of life, so they crawl around on their bellies, paddling and pushing with their legs, and building strength. But at nearly 2 weeks old, our puppies are able to stand on their legs, more or less, and scoot around the pool. They may have a wobbly gait now, but within the next couple of weeks, they will no longer be able to be contained in this small area. I already found an escapee who had managed to crawl on Asha, hop out, and flee the area. Now you may have noticed that the puppies' tails look stubbier or shorter than in the first video, and you are correct. All of the puppies' tails have now been docked. For those pups that had rear dew claws, those have been removed as well. Let's do a quick refresher. Docking is the removal of portions of an animal's tail. And while docking and bobbing are more commonly used to refer to the removal of tail, the term cropping is used in reference to the ears. Tail docking can occur in 2 ways. The first involves constricting the blood supply to the tail with a rubber ligature for a few days until the tail falls off, whereas the second procedure involves the severance of the tail by surgical means. Docking the tail within the first few days of life ensures that the tail properly heals, and because the tail is still fairly small in circumference, the procedure is fairly quick and has a low risk of infection. The length to which the tails are docked varies by breed and is often specified in the breed standard. For the Cane Corso, the tail may be docked at the third or fourth vertebra. Developmentally, our puppy's eyes have opened, which starts are usually around 10 to 14 days of age. However, they won't be able to see clearly at first. Their eyes will continue to gradually open wider and wider, revealing these grayish blue eyes with a hazy appearance. So basically, all of the pups start out with blue eyes, but eventually they will gradually get their pigmentation over the next couple of weeks. If you recall from our last two videos, this is female number 1 in the pink collar. Unbeknownst to us, Asha whelped her first and buried her under the pine shavings. And if it wasn't for her strong cries, we could have had a calamity on our hands. But I am happy to report that she is doing well and she still makes her presence known. Okay, let's take a moment to weigh the pups again. At the time of the weigh-in, they were only 12 days old, just shy of 2 weeks, but that's okay. I'm really just checking to make sure that everyone has a steady growth rate. A Cane Corso puppy should begin gaining weight from the day he is born. He should gain between 10 to 15% of his birth weight each day. A simple rule of thumb is to expect the puppy to gain about 2 to 2.5 pounds a week. But more importantly is that they consistently gain. Keep in mind that the pups will have growth spurts also. The largest puppy today may not be the largest puppy next week, and the largest puppy next week doesn't mean that he will be the largest adult. So let me show you how I track each of our pups' weights to ensure they are all gaining enough each week. I actually weigh the pups each day and record their stats. The weekly cumulative totals are compared to get a week-over-week delta, or percentage of change. The darkest blue bars on the graph represent each pup's weight as of their birth date. The next two layers, indicated by those gradient blue colors, represent the additional ounces gained in week 1 and week 2. Then each bar itself totals the current weight for each respective puppy. From a visual perspective, this bar graph helps me quickly ascertain their individual growth rates and compare them to each other. Keeping detailed records is a great help in the event a medical problem occurs. But it also serves as a memento for our families when they wish to reminisce about their pup's first days on Earth. His chin looks like a heart. Now he likes to sleep this way. Puppies will naturally try to right themselves. So watch this. They will naturally try to roll back over. Well, unless they just decide to give up. Yep, see that? They right themselves. That's a part of instinct and nature to get them off their backs and vulnerable. The puppies require a lot of time to care for them, and Asha has truly been giving all of her energy to their well-being. But we mustn't forget that she needs assistance in her own recovery. Feeding several pups and not having an appetite has depleted her resources, and so she's lost a lot of weight and it is very visible. So we're actually encouraging Asha to get out of the house to get some sunlight, play, and hopefully work up an appetite. In a subsequent video, I'll speak more in depth about Asha's road to recovery. We're not allowing her yet to return to the pack to avoid any potential contaminants. For now, we'll take a break and go visit with the Great Pyrenees. Don't start chasing anything. Alright, so what's it going to be? The 2-seater? Or the 4-seater? These days I'm not driving much at all. Or at least not my beloved Zed. It's now my beloved hot rod golf cart. Ready? Let's go. Hello. Yeah. It's okay. I don't think she's gonna eat you. What do you mean you don't think she's gonna eat me? I just don't think she's gonna eat you. But you know, she is a dog. Asha, let's go. Once back at home and without any prompting, Asha immediately starts caring for her puppies. We often joke that she leaves them for long periods of time, probably headed to the club. But we do realize that she needs those breaks, probably for her own sanity. She will continue to provide most of their care until they are fully weaned, anywhere from 5 to 7 weeks of age. However, after their baby teeth have erupted, which should start in the 3rd week or so, this may naturally kickstart the weaning process as Asha feels those puppy teeth nipping at her. And there you have it, another week in the books for this litter. We'll keep capturing these moments since they grow up so quickly, and we'll continue to show you the behind-the-scenes goings-on here at the homestead. So did you learn anything new this time? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Thank you again for tuning in and following us on our journey. If you appreciated the video, leave us a like. Feel free to share your respectful thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.